Before we go any farther, I want to give you kind of a course overview here so you can see what we're going to cover and in what order we're going to cover it. Now, if you're new to ASP.NET and new to ASP, you probably want to watch each video in order and kind of work your way through them. If you have some experience with ASP, or even if you have already a little experience with ASP.NET, some of these videos you may not want to sit through. They're very beginner level, and they're explaining some things that you may already be aware of. But the first thing we're going to look at after this video is the history of ASP. This shows us where ASP came from, how it's developed, and what's so special about ASP.NET. This next video series after that is exactly what's different about ASP.NET. And we're going to spend about 4 different videos talking about that. Then we're going to look at a very simple ASP.NET page, and this lets you get your hands around the most simple example of how this works. Now, I want to stress in this course, we're not building a web app and getting into a real complicated scenario. Every individual topic, I'm presenting the simplest possible example because I believe, and this is my personal learning style, and I think you'll find it beneficial, is that if I can see the simplest possible example, then I can apply those principles to what I'm trying to do. And so that's how this course is designed. We're then going to look at the .NET framework. And I'm going to spend about 4 videos just giving you the basics of the .NET framework if this is new to you and help you understand that. We're then going to look at Internet Information Server, how to administer it, just get acquainted with it. The same thing for Visual Studio.NET. After that, we're going to jump on web forms. Now, there's like 11 videos about web forms because this is the basic building block of an ASP.NET web application or an ASP.NET web page. Controls, about 11 videos on controls. We're going to talk about what controls are, how to use them, the different types, what's so special about them, and so forth. Then we're going to talk about user controls, what they are, how to use them. We'll look at tracing, an absolutely fantastic aspect of ASP.NET. Then we're going to deal with state management. HTTP is a stateless protocol that creates some problems for us in web applications, and we're going to talk about how to deal with that. And we're going to spend about 9 videos there. Then we're going to look at optimizing our .NET apps, about 5 videos here talking about how to use caching especially to optimize the efficiency and the speed of our application. Then we're going to talk about configuration, how to configure our applications. Then we're going to take a very basic look at ASP.NET security, and basically we're going to look at authentication modes and how to get our users where we want them to go and to restrict them to just those locations. Next, we'll take a look at web services. Now, this is one of the most fascinating parts of this whole series. You're going to like web services, I promise you. After web services, we're going to take a look at deployment. How do we actually put a .NET app up on a web server once we've finished it? So this is where we're headed. That's the roadmap. So work your way through here at your own pace. We will build little by little. And by the end of the course, you're going to understand a lot more about ASP.NET and how to use this to build some really cool web applications.